Hello, good morning, Di here. Just a little quick flip through an album I made some time ago. I shared it on my blog, but now I'm doing some videos. I thought it would be good practice to have a little flip through. The back's pretty plain, apart from some ribbon, some seam binding in a bunch on the spine, and a detachable bunch of charms. I like being able to take them off. They crash around and make a bit of a noise. It's a little fob watch. I bought a bunch of them at the market in Sydney and starting to use some of them up, which is fun. The closure is a hairband, an orange hairband, with a couple of through a grommet at the back and a couple of spaces, and a little flower charm. Goes over a couple of buttons that are stitched onto the front. The small ones underneath to give it a bit of space. Little flower charm there. They seem to stay put very nicely. The front is Ephemeris Vintage Garden freebie called Little Blackbird, and that's been cut out with some paper tray ink, limitless layers, oval dies. Now it's got a little pocket in the front with some more of those Little Blackbird images. This little pocket is called a 3-pocket insert with index cards for journaling, and there's a video on YouTube from that by Papercrafter45. She does some wonderful things, and this was one of her little inserts. It makes a great pocket. It's got journaling cards for journaling, obviously. It's got a nice, you put a couple of photos on that mat, and then there's a little tag in the side, and then there's another little photo mat through a ribbon belly band on the back. I used the little daisy corner chomper for doing the corners throughout the book wherever it sort of seemed appropriate. Now each of the pages are the same. They've got a large photo mat in the back. These papers were, now I'm sure it was Memory Box when I tried to look it up. They don't appear to have papers these days, but I've had these in my stash for quite a while, so I think they were Memory Box, and I think one was called Blackbird and one was called Nighttime or something like that. But I've completely lost any reference, but they're not available. So there we go. I have used some Kaisercraft pages in there, like that corrugated iron one is some Kaisercraft, because I ran out. I had the 2 little stashes, but there wasn't quite enough. This little envelope pocket is a cutie. That was again another one by Papercrafter45. It's got sort of 6 sections on that little fold-out flap bit, and a good pocket in behind it for putting journaling and labels, and that little one is Peculiar Ancestry. That was from Ephemeris Vintage Garden, plus a couple of freebies there. The flap on that closes with magnets, just to keep it closed. Keep it secure, and they just slot in the back. And this little one's got a tag. There's a couple of these in the book. That was by, who was that by? That was by, let me think, LiveLoveScrap tutorial. A tag pocket with a tag. The rest of the pages are pretty much the same. I don't think there's another tag there. The little birds are all glossy accented. Some additional journaling paper there. And this little one at the end is a Papercrafter45 envelope punch board fold-out pocket. And that's got a nice photo mat at the back. I use Kathy Orter's binding system to get the pages in, and just ordinary cardstock and chipboard stuff for the back. That's about it, really. Made a nice size little album, quite a fun one. It's not colours I use a lot of, so I was glad to use those papers up in this little album. Okay, that must be about it. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye now.